Florence Williams, author of The Nature Fix, Why Nature Makes Us Happier, Healthier, and More Creative, says that in housing areas with more greenery and vegetation, there is less crime. She says nature smells, sounds, and colors literally make our brains healthier. Recreating outdoors is good for you, but doing so irresponsibly can have damaging effects. So how can we prevent, or at least slow down, those damaging effects? The information I'm going to share with you today mostly comes from research that I have done in my outdoor recreation classes here at MTSU. I have been studying the problems that our natural lands face, the issues causing those problems, and I believe that I now know the best way to prevent these problems from worsening. The mental and physical benefits of nature are pretty great, but as I said, there is a problem. The more people visit the outdoors, the more it gets destroyed. Overcrowding has recently become a huge factor, leading to issues on natural lands. According to a research study done by Clemson University, overcrowding at state parks deteriorate visitor experiences. If your outdoor experience is crowded with other people bumping into you, it's not very relaxing or enjoyable anymore. Not to mention, people bumping into you is just dangerous. If you're looking at a nice view on the edge of a cliff or climbing a steep hill up on a hike, the last thing you want is to be bumped into. According to farandwide.com, an average of 6 people die per week at national parks from things like car wrecks, falls, and drownings. Degradation is another big problem that overcrowding is worsening. With so many visitors, there is more pollution. The cars the visitors drive in pollute the air, and the trash cans that become overfilled pollute the lands. The actual land is in jeopardy too. The more people walk on the land, the more compacted the soil becomes, which leads to erosion a lot easier. How can this be happening to our wonderful outdoors? The cause of this issue is us. People are the problem. I'd hate for people to stop visiting nature, but people are visiting these areas for all the wrong reasons. For social media pictures, for instance. According to an article on The Guardian, visitation at Horseshoe Bend, right outside of Grand Canyon National Park, grew from a few thousand annual visitors to 100,000 visitors in 2010, the same year Instagram was launched. Many people visiting the parks and natural areas aren't doing it because they want the benefits that Florence Williams talks about. They're doing it so that they can snap a picture and tell someone that they were there. On top of that, most people don't even realize the severity of their actions because they're uneducated on nature. Someone might walk on a path that goes around a trail because there's a person slower in their way, but taking that path kills the plants and the habitats that you're walking on, disrupting the natural environment. Another person may toss some food scraps because it's biodegradable. But as mentioned by the Leave No Trace Center for Outdoor Ethics, when animals associate with human food, they can become careless or less cautious, which allows them to be put in dangerous situations. Now that you know the problem and why it's happening, let me tell you how you can help fix it. Slowing the death of our natural environment is simple. Educate yourself. Read The Nature Fix by Florence Williams for yourself. Reading this book will help you understand the need for nature. This scientifically backed benefits that you receive just from being in the outdoors are mind-blowing. If more people were aware of the benefits I told you about earlier in this speech, then maybe more people would want to take better care of the nature. Recommend the book to a friend next time they ask for a good read. It's even on Audible if they are the listening type. You can also learn the leave no trace principles so that you know how to respect nature. There are 7 leave no trace principles that are meant to help solve the problems that natural areas are facing. Plan ahead and prepare. Travel and camp on durable surfaces. Dispose of waste properly. Leave what you find. Minimize campfire impacts. Respect wildlife, and be considerate of other visitors. More information about each of these principles can be found online at lnt.org. This organization is working hard to help educate people. Their website also tells of learning events, teaching events, and it sells merchandise as marketing tactics to get others curious about Leave No Trace. The gear is sustainable and all the proceeds go back into protecting the outdoors. National and state parks are in danger. They are being preserved for our enjoyment, but they have succumbed to overcrowding issues and degradation by our own hands. I would never ask you to stop visiting the wonderful outdoors and benefiting from the beautiful nature. But being uneducated and disrespectful in nature, the very thing that gives us the oxygen we breathe, is causing it harm. We need to change. We need to become educated. We need to be respectful. We need to love nature without loving nature to death.